Tuesday, Fonzie makes a promise he'll never be able to keep.
I'm going 24 hours without a kiss.
On Happy Days.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Then Brad walks out on Angie, and she tries to shake her blues.
Nobody's perfect.
And Jack's job as a gigolo makes Chrissy red hot with envy.
I've been waiting for you to come home.
On Three's Company, then Alex's snooty sister visits Taxi.
Would you care to wait in my office?
I'd rather be the only woman on a Greek freighter.
It's all right here on Channel 9.
Tuesday on the Lazarus Syndrome, the patient is Joe Hamill's ex-wife, and she's dying. Wednesday on 8 is Enough, wedding bells ring twice for the Bradfords when Susan marries her pitcher and David weds the girl of his dreams. Then Charlie's Angels keep on trucking to run down some hijackers. And on the season premiere of Vegas, Dan hunts the strip ripper. Thursday, Laverne steals Carmine from Shirley and teaches him the facts of life. Then,
If you weren't a woman, I'd...
Take your best shot.
it's Benson.
It smells good enough to eat.
It's not for you, it's for the dogs.
Tuesday, it's a blast from your past with the gang from Happy Days. Chachi sells his soul to the devil, but the fun saves the day by making a deal with Satan. Don't miss the fun on Happy Days, Tuesday at 7 here on Channel 9.
This fall, we're still the one for movies on ABC. From the finest in first-run films to outstanding premieres of movies made for television. She could be anybody's daughter,
Is this too tight?
even yours.
It'll get you a rag.
Millions of girls thumb America's highways. For many, it's their last adventure.
You must have thought about some guy raping you.
Diary of a Teenage Hitchhiker. For the first time, the fantastic story of the luxury liner Titanic.
Full speed ahead.
The millionaire and his young bride.
Unsinkable.
The dance hall trooper with a taste for the good life.
All's well.
And the young couple who couldn't find the right words.
I'll never forget you.
Their evening of romance became a night of disaster.
Why we stopped?
And 2,000 passengers became 700 survivors. A 3-hour movie special, SOS Titanic. He is with us still.
You pig, you filth.
After 7 savage centuries, the thirst remains.
I'm gonna kill him or die trying. It's that simple.
He's the vampire.
Stop beating that piece of junk at me.
He adds a new meaning to the word terror.
Rest yourself in that beer, or I'll drain them drop by drop.
A new terror to the word vampire.
I think we picked ourselves a queer bird, Angel.
It's 5 super sleuths against the house.
One of us, he's a mad killer.
And the odds are on murder.
Gunshots, monsieur. Gunshots, pop.
Gunshot, Sam. Gunshots, Dickie.
Who knows who done it?
I hope he knows how to stop that thing.
It's murder by death.
Should make an exciting weekend.
And ABC's got an all-new late-night lineup that should make every night a delight. The Love Boat. Policewoman. Charlie's Angels. Tuesday, Movie of the Week. And Barney Miller.
I suppose there is a lighter side to suffering.
Right. The men of the 12th are pulling double duty.
That'll make the man go limp all over.
But the cases don't get any easier.
Life is being raped in an elevator!
Want me to check the ship movements to Fantasy Island?
TV's craziest cops go late night.
I caught everybody.
Right before the Tuesday Movie of the Week.
Oh.
If it's love and laughter you're looking for, catch a late-night cruise on the Love Boat.
I am the captain of the ship.
Oh, don't make me walk with the blank.
Each week, there'll be a galaxy of stars. And an ocean full of romance.
If you're a blonde, I'm available. What if I'm bald?
And if it's legal, it'll happen late night on the Love Boat.
Better than no sex at all.
Policewoman's back for another season. Pepper and her friends are on the streets picking up the action.
We have a missing policewoman. Blonde, Caucasian. She was last seen with a male Caucasian, possibly involved in the rape of 2 women.
The ski mask, and it's inside the boiler room.
Policewoman. Late night on ABC. Now Charlie's Angels spread their night wings
Terrific.
and really get into some super hot late night action.
You saw most of me tonight.
High adventure. The fastest females on television. The original Charlie's Angels slip into something for late night.
I've posed in the nude since I was 6 months old.
They'll knock out your lights.
Say that again.
This fall, we're still the one for feature films, movie premieres, and a late night lineup you won't dare to miss. It's all this fall on ABC. Fastest females on television. The original Charlie's Angels slip into something for late night.
I've posed in the nude since I was 6 months old.
They'll knock out your lights.
Hello, everybody. It is so great to be streaming. Hopefully, everybody can hear me okay. I just want to welcome everyone that's here to the live stream, whichever you want to call it. 61 individuals watching right now. And let me welcome Kenneth Wilkinson, James Blackburn, Justin Eilert, Todd Fowler, Hungry Jerk, also known as Tom. Let's see who else we got here. Superplex, Charles Wiltshire, Tracy, it's great to have you here. Barbie Finn, welcome. McGanahan, Sky Jellyfetty, hello. Love that username. Alfred, it's good to have you with us. 03, welcome. Danny Staten, always good to have you in the house. Let's see. Steve Sweatman's here. And Rajan 1938, my friend Terrell, always helping me out with ideas. Truly appreciated. MK Barton. Let's see. Oh, Brando and Dexler is here, also known as James Dean is Dead. Happy New Year, my friend. Let's see. David Ringwald. I might have already said Dave's name. 420, welcome. Good to have you here. Tiffany B. Robert Shaw IV. Jack Yandell. Welcome. Let's see, is there anyone else here? Oh, my friend Ian down there in St. George, Utah, home of Retro Serial Channel here on YouTube. Great to have you with us this evening. Smelly Kelly J. With a comment about Charlie's Angels, welcome Meow Mix, TJ921 Abel, Kevin Davis, David Neesner. Wow, it is so great to have everyone here. Gramps D. Lyon. Let's see. John, Freddie, LQ67. I think that's it. I think I've gotten everybody. It is so great to have folks here. And you know what? I'm going to kick things off with a question for all of my friends out there in YouTube land, which is, what are you doing for the new year? What are your resolutions? Do you make resolutions? And if you do, what are they? Go ahead and put them in the comments. Love to hear. Keith said something about politics. YouTube is flagging it. Keith, we pretty much don't talk politics here. We love to talk music, movies, and television, mostly television, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. John Collins, it's interesting you asked that question about whether I would ever do a video on the glory days of network program narrators. The reason you guys got that collage there was that was all narrated by Ernie Anderson, the father of Paul Thomas Anderson, quite a famous director of Boogie Nights. And anyway, Ernie Anderson was the voice of ABC in the 70s. And someone else made a suggestion to that I might want to do something on him. And so I have been doing a little bit of research on Ernie Anderson, and part of it has been watching all those great promos. And what a wonderful voice Ernie Anderson had. And the thing that was awesome about Ernie was, you know, he could go out in public. He lived a life of anonymity, although he was someone that we all listened to in the 70s on ABC. And whenever he wanted to be recognized, all he had to do was open his mouth and throw on, you know, he had a regular voice and he had a narrator's voice, and he would use that narrator's voice and everybody would immediately know who he was. So, all right, let me see. Let me read some of these resolutions. I want to read. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Survival. Alfred Oduardi. Me too, buddy. 2021. I'm hoping it's better than 2020, but that is the key. Kevin Davis would like to get in shape to go to Mars. Not me. I'm staying right here. Feet firmly planted on planet Earth. Lamont doesn't have goals. Superplex is to take care of mom. She's 86. That is a worthy resolution and goal. David Ringwald says to stay safe and well. I hope that's a resolution that we all have. Hey, Matt Sweeney, it's good to have you with us. Freddie, LQ67, that's my goal. Watch more old-timey TV. Let's see. No resolutions from Tracy. Just, hey, resolve to at least catch a video or two every now and again from my channel. I would appreciate that. Retro Serial, my friend Ian is building his YouTube empire. Please, if you haven't checked out Ian's stuff, he did one on fad diets from the 80s the other day that I thoroughly enjoyed. Nice work, Ian. Let's see. Steve Schwetman, he makes goals, not resolutions. There you go. And TJ921 Abel resolves to not make any resolutions. Love it. Danny Staten, why did I expect nothing more than that from you, my friend? Party like it's 1999. Do you guys all remember when that song came out and 1999 felt so far away? And now here we are, 22 years removed from 1999. Clearly the end of the world hasn't come, thank heavens. And I remember working, there was the old Y2K bug. I don't know how many of you remember that, but I work for a company still. I worked back then that's highly reliant on computers. And we were very worried about what Y2K would bring. And of course, nothing happened. That was, and thankfully nothing happened. Barbie Finn says she wants the best for all this year and years to come, as do I, Barbie. And Charles Wiltshire says to eat healthier. Same here, trying. Tonight I had a riced cauliflower instead of regular rice. I got to tell you, it's not the same. Roger 1938 says to declutter and get organized. I could use a little bit of that myself. And David Niesner resolves to gain 50 pounds and start smoking. Well, there you go. You know, you only live once. That's the George Burns diet right there. Not the 50 pounds part, but the guy smoked until the very end and lived 100 years. James Dean is dead. My friend Brando says singing covers and writing new songs as much as possible. I got to tell you, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you produce a song every day. And in many cases, it's accompanied by a great video. So I'm always really impressed with your ability, your productivity, and your ability to just kind of get the music out there. You know what, Jack? He says he's stuck on the Thin Man series. I have recorded those movies. They were recently on TCM, so I recorded them on my YouTube TV account, and I'm anxious to watch them. I haven't watched any Thin Man movies for probably going on 20, 30 years. Todd Fowler says, God bless your mom, Superplex. She's lucky to have you helping her, taking care of her, keeping an eye on mom. They do so much for us, our parents, during the early years and even later on in life in some cases, certainly in my parents' case, that it's great that we can return the favor later on. Terrell says New Year's resolution is to get better in midst of tough times ahead. Worthy resolution. Let's see. Steve Schwetman says, yes, do an Ernie Anderson bio. Let me tell you the conflicting part of it all, and it shouldn't be a conflict because I want to do a bio on Ernie Anderson, and it's going to happen. But I don't think there's that many people that are going to want to go out and watch that video aside from like those of us that are here, a small group core people that love the nostalgia and the TV, and maybe that's enough. But I always love it when a video kind of, goes a little bit viral, when lots of people watch it. You put the time and energy into the video. It's great when folks watch it and you get all the comments and everything. And so it's always frustrating when you put out a video and it's not as well received in terms of just view counts. Now, I got to say, I'm blessed in that all my videos, whether they have 1,000 views after a week or 10,000 views, I get great comments and great feedback. So I am blessed that way. And don't worry, Ernie Anderson is happening. It's probably about 2 weeks away. I'm just starting my research. Kenneth, Doctor Who, it's a good suggestion, and maybe I will do one at one point, but I never really was into him. So I won't be able to share my experience of Doctor Who. I had my oldest son watch Doctor Who, the newer version that was on BBC, for a season or two, but he didn't really get into it. And so I watched those episodes with him, but I haven't been an ardent Doctor Who watcher, although I'm very familiar with the, kind of the universe. Let's see. Steve Swetman says, love his outtakes. I have not found Ernie's outtakes yet. Wolfman Jack, yeah, that's going to happen at some point. I've got to put that one right up there with I've done one on Casey Kasem. I plan to do one on Dick Clark, and Wolfman Jack's right there. Let's see. Did you see any Peanuts movies in the 70s? I saw Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. That's the one that I recall the most of the movies. You know what? I really liked the movie that came out 2 or 3 years ago. I thought it was great. Actually, that's probably my favorite of the bunch. From a Peanuts movie standpoint, to me, the best Peanuts anything is the Christmas special, Charlie Brown Christmas, followed closely behind by Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Let's see, Johnny Olson, great announcer, sad ending to his life. We won't be doing a life and sad ending video. I don't do life and sad ending videos, but I could do something on Johnny Olson in the future. I'm just saying I'm not the life and sad ending guy, who's great, and I think you should fully support his videos. But now there's probably 10 to 15 fake life and sad ending channels out there, and all they do is produce videos that say life and sad ending of this person, life and sad ending of that person. In some cases, like there's one out there on life and sad ending of Henry Winkler. He's not dead. There's no sad ending. What are they doing? They're copying and pasting Wikipedia entries and turning them into videos. Anyway, I'm in rant mode. I'm going to stop. Let's see. James Blackburn says, my resolution was not to make any more resolutions. Always a good resolution and easy to keep. Let's see. Mama Pink, welcome. Good to have you here, and happy hump day to you. Tyrell mentions that Ernie Anderson is the dad of filmmaker Paul Thomas Anderson, Boogie Nights, and There Will Be Blood fame. Let's see. Hey, good old Bubba, if you do crack time travel, come get me, buddy. I'm in Kaysville, Utah. Let's return to 1967. That'd be great. Although I want to then come back, I'd like to hit a number of different years. 67 would be a fun one to hit, but I'd also done a video on 76, and I've done a video on 85. Those were great years too, so we'd have to hop around a bit. Let's see, and 420 wants to come with us. Steve Swetman says, lose weight, get better at guitar, get a new agent, and land some acting gigs and talk to your parents more. Wow, what great goals, all of them. That's awesome. Gramps D. Lyon says, staying alive, another worthy goal. Let's all do that too. Tracy Rothmeyer says, Snoopy, come home. Good one. Kevin Davis, if I had to pick one from the 70s, it probably would be Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. I saw that a couple times at the theater. Let's see. Todd Fowler says resolution is to have a better year than last year. Let's all resolve for that as well. And Will McIntyre, great to have you here. Great to have you here. Charles Wiltshire is going to cut down on cigar smoking. Nice. Let's see. Getting back to favorite Peanuts movie. Freddie LQ67 says Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown. That's another good one. I can't remember what Kevin is responding to there in terms of not yet, but let's keep moving. Which year was boring? Tom? 67? Nah. let's see. Tarell is suggesting a whatever happened to. I've done one, Tarell. I've yanked it actually though because I wasn't pleased with it. So, yes, there is a Melody. There was a Melody Anderson video out there. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter today. I've been working all day. So, other than just anyway, I haven't responded to anybody on Twitter. So, but I could definitely, spiff up the. I didn't love my old Melody Anderson video. Whatever happened to Melody Anderson, and so I pulled it. So maybe I'll put it back out there, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit before I do that. Yes, Tracy, Y2K was nuts. It was insanity. 1999 by Prince came out in 1982. Yeah, so like 17 years. It felt like it was going to be forever, right? Until 1999 came along, and then look at us here. Look at us here. Grandma Ann Ferret died in 1999. McGanahan, Sky Jellyfetty. See, I just love saying that username. I'm sorry, though. Sorry to hear that. John McJunkin, it is always great to have you in the house. John is one of the oldest, at least as far as I can remember back to YouTube subscribers. And it's fun to visit with him. Let's see what we got. TJ921 Abel says, I have an Old Navy shirt that says Y2N. I like it. Jack, that's going to be a tough one. Your resolution not to get any older. Good luck on that one, buddy. Tiffany B says, no resolutions, just happy being with my family, teaching my grandchildren all of the good stuff on TV. That is your job. That is your quest. You must do that. That should be all of our missions, right? Do not let this great material that we have been blessed with being able to watch as it premiered and when it was new, we can't let this material die. We need to celebrate it and make sure that, there's still great stuff that's being produced today. Not as much as there used to be, but there's still great stuff. But we can't forget the old stuff, the good stuff. Steve Sweatman says that he loves rice cauliflower. I do have some Mrs. Dash. I usually salt and pepper it. I'll try that. Let's see. Man, I tell you, cauliflower, it is stinky, right? Being able to go to live sporting events and concerts. Yeah. When you're still holding on to some Doobie Brothers tickets, man. Well, good luck. My oldest son was working at a concert venue. It was kind of his dream. He was doing audio and video it's a little venue out here in Utah, but COVID shut it down and he hasn't been able to return to it. He really misses it. Let's see. Keith Risk, why in the world is this being hidden by YouTube? Let's see. I'm going to show it. He says, as much time has passed since 2000 as did from 1979 to 2000. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. I'm seeing, Todd Fowler's. We don't want to know the answer to that question. Mama Pink. Don't tell us how bad. Oh, good gravy. I've got to jump ahead. Todd Fowler, you're a good man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Truly appreciated. Truly appreciated. Now, let me see. And you know what? I do have a couple of other channels. It's probably worth pointing out that if you go to a channel called Forgotten Media, you'll find all sorts of old TV commercials, some just really rare stuff. That is so Todd, thank you for the super chat. That was very kind. And also thank you for encouraging others to watch the channels. That's the one I'd point people to, Forgotten Media. There's another one called Music Memories, which has a lot of my older videos where I was talking about musical stuff. I every once in a while put out a new video there, but not as often anymore. But thanks again. Let's see. Beans and Taco Bell. They make us all gassy, not just you, Charles Wiltshire. Let's see. John Collins is asking who the narrators were for NBC and CBS. I don't know. And truthfully, I didn't know Ernie Anderson's name until someone suggested that I do a video on it, and I started doing research. They're voices that you recognize, but I didn't know the names or the personalities behind them. And so it's going to be fun to make those videos. Let's see. I'm going to check out those outtakes. I really am, Steve. Christopher Kraft, welcome. It's always great to have you, and coming to us live from sunny Southern California. Is it sunny? I hope it is. Hope it's warmer than it is out here in Utah. Let's see. How come Luthor was never used in the Adventures of Superman series? You know what? That's a really great question, and one that probably should have a video of its own. There just wasn't. The Adventures of Superman was a great show. Particularly, I love the first couple of seasons, which I say that a lot about a lot of TV shows. But it did not take advantage of the rich villains, comic book type villains that Superman had, and in his storytelling universe, whatever you want to call it. It's too bad because there's a rich legacy of characters that they could have used. And fortunately, when they did Batman in '66, William Dozier and team, Lorenzo Semple, others knew that to be successful, they had to pull from that, that collection of fiendish foes that were Batman's nemesis. And, so you had the Joker, the Penguin, Catwoman, but, we should have had Luthor in the Adventures of Superman. There's no reason. That wouldn't have been a hard one to do. Hungry Jerk. Tom says they make clothes out of cauliflower. What can't you make out of cauliflower? Resolution this year from Mary Stewart, welcome by the way, is to start jogging again. I went jogging today on the treadmill, 2 miles, no fun. But I have that resolution as well. It's hard to believe. In 2015, I ran swam, biked, and ran an Ironman, 120 some odd miles, 120 something miles. Took me almost 17 hours. By the way, they shut you down after 17 hours. They almost shut me down. Let's see. If you do Ernie Anderson, you need to do Gary Owens as well. You're probably right. There's a huge list of people, and when you think about those great announcers of yesteryear, that I need to do. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, Tom, in the 1.8 million. I've heard of Prisoner Cell Block H, but I've never seen the show or movie. That shows you how little I know about that. Hey, Anton, it's great to have you here. Which doctor on Doctor Who? David Ringwald's saying. I would agree with folks that Tom Baker was probably your best, but there's lots. John, I've done a video on the passing of Dawn Wells. That was a tough one because she's a sweet lady, and it's just too bad that she passed away from and struggled with the things that she struggled with. She'd been struggling with dementia a little bit, but just, it was tough to see her go. But it was her time. It was her time. I guess that I'm hearing it's COVID. I don't want to get political here. She is older. So doctors say it's COVID. So darn it all. Maybe we would have got a year or two more, or who knows how much longer. She was in her 80s, so she was older. But I loved Gilligan's Island, and I was a Marianne guy over a Ginger guy, right? She was more my speed. And the fact that she was such good friends with Bob Denver and Russell Johnson throughout her entire life, and the loyalty that those three actors had for each other, it's really inspiring. And so those are my thoughts. I didn't know her, but I knew her through her work on television, and I will miss her. Okay, Keith Risk, I think they're hiding your comments because of your name, because your last name is Risk. But I'll show that there, Doctor Who. Snooze Fest. A lot of folks think that. Let's see. Mama Pink says the Love Boat and Fantasy Island were my childhood guilty pleasures. You know what? They weren't my guilty pleasures when I was a kid. They are kind of now, right? But when I was a kid, they were just my pleasures. I love those shows. All right. I am doing a horrible job of keeping on track with this chat. Powell, I hope I'm saying that right, or Paul. Welcome. Thank you for the kind words about my videos. I didn't know Max Headroom made a guest appearance on a Doctor Who episode. Tracy Rothmeyer says she's a fan of the Prisoner on, I'm thinking Cell Block H since 79. I was a fan of The Prisoner, starring Patrick McGowan. Ernie is huge in Cleveland nostalgia community because of his history as a horror host. That's right. I saw a little bit about that. I haven't learned everything about it yet, but thanks for pointing that out, Brando. Let's see, Lamont. There we go. Yes. Okay, I see what you were pointing that comment to Lamont. What year did Knight Rider come out? I want to say 1981, 82. Without looking it up, I'm just eyeballing it. Early 80s. Dolph Quick says, too bad Y2K didn't shoot money out of the ATMs machines. We were promised that, right? Everything was supposed to go haywire. I know there were folks standing right there by the ATMs hoping something crappy would happen or something good would happen. Let's see. Snoopy Come Home, another vote for that one in terms of Peanuts feature films. Let's see. Lardy, that's what it was called. Let's see. Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah, JFK, that's the one, man. Surprised they never attempted a live action Charlie Brown. Well, they did the play, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Gary Berghoff was in a version of it. I don't know if it was the Broadway version. That's a comment from Luana of the Shell People. And KBA Z100, welcome to both you and Luana. Let's see what we got here. Paul says he once won a Peanuts contest and won tickets to You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Awesome. That would have been cool. SNL's disastrous sixth season. Yes, where Charles Rocket dropped the F-bomb and everybody got fired. And Eddie Murphy did come in and save the show. Great suggestion, Tyrell. Owen Madden, welcome. Great to have you here. Thank you for the kind words about my videos. And that's a great suggestion too. Francis 7, more Logan's Run. I've done one video on Logan's Run. I could find it in my heart to do more on that. Big fan of both of the book, the movie, and the TV show, and they all have their differences. Let's see. Yep, Superplex points out that there was a live action play, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Mark in Pleasant Grove, right? I think that's what the PG is. Welcome. Great to have you here. And Mama Pink says she met Henry Winkler on 50th birthday, and your nickname is Pinky Tuscadero. We needed more Pinky Tuscadero on Happy Days. It would have been a better show if they'd had her be more of a recurring character. Let's see. Just watch, this is from JFK, just watch Streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden and Richard Hatch with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the guest star. Wow. I mean, does it get any better than that? Does it get any better than that? John Cullen says, do you know one of the many reasons I enjoy your channels because you don't make yourself an over-the-top caricature on your own channel? Well, I try not to. I really don't know how to do that. If you guys haven't figured out, I don't know how to do a live stream. I'm just getting on and doing it. I'm just talking. I'm just answering your questions. What I thought we'd do in maybe about 5 minutes is play a little trivia. I pulled up a website, but I'm just me. I'm just enjoying the community that, fortunately, that my videos have been able to build, that you guys have all become part of, and truly appreciated. Emily Miller is in the house. Hi. Welcome. It's great to have you here. Thanks for your kind and thoughtful comment on one of the videos when you picked up just a little bit of a rasp in my voice, and I asked how I was feeling. That was truly appreciated. Let's see. Justin says, I wouldn't imagine there'd be a life and sad ending of Hugh Hefner. It'd have to be the life and happy ending, right? The guy lived every man's dream. Or did he? I'm going to just throw that out there. Or did he? Let's see. Alfred Oduwardi says, I saw a flux capacitor on eBay. Oh, wow. Nice. Lots of folks welcoming Emily into the house. Dan M. in Brooklyn, welcome. Good to have you here. Robot B9, welcome as well. Points out time travel isn't all that difficult. Good to hear. If you're, Richard Collier and Somewhere in Time, it involves just really kind of getting your mind in the right place. Let's see. Did Gary Berghoff, this is from Mary Stewart, from MASH, do the musical Charlie Brown? I think he did. I just don't remember if it was Broadway or if it was off Broadway or where. Let's see. Well, Superplex, I have thoughts about doing a video on Police Woman now that, when I saw the promo, it reminded me of that show and Angie Dickinson. And so I do have thoughts about that. It's another one to add to the list for sure. Let's see. Boy, oh boy, there's so many questions. I'm going to stop right there for right now. I might come back to these questions in a bit. And thank you, Emily. I'm feeling much better. Tony A, welcome. Teresa T, welcome. I don't think I've said hi to either of you. John Riker, I haven't said hi to. And I'll try to get to, if I see new names, Nathan Taylor, it's great to have you with us. Let's see, is there anyone else that I haven't welcomed? Probably, and I apologize if I miss you. They're scrolling through the names right now, just trying to make sure I get to everybody. Mama Peak says, I'm still living in the 80s. And Luana is asking if I've done any videos about the Linda Carter cameo on the latest Wonder Woman. I haven't. If I do another video on the latest Wonder Woman movie, which I'm going to just tell you all right now, I was extremely disappointed and I did not love it. But if I did, I will mention that cameo. It's a bit of a spoiler, but not a huge spoiler. It's just kind of one of those little after credits or mid credits scenes, and it's fun. Okay, so let me go here. Let's pull up this site right here, and I'm going to take me off screen. Probably a welcome respite for all. And I'm going to magnify this screen so we can all see it. Let's play a little 70s TV trivia. How y'all feeling tonight about a little 70s TV trivia? I think this is 20 questions. And let's see how you do. Let's see how I do. I have not played this one. I've gone to Quizly, so I know how these trivia games work here. It'll ask us the question, it'll give us multiple, answers to choose from, and then it'll give us the response. And it'll keep track of my score, and I need you all to keep track of your score. And I also need you to do me this favor. Don't put your answers in the chat thread. Let everybody play. And then, but what I do want you to put in the chat thread is your score and how you're doing. All right? So here we go. Let me see if I can zoom this in even just a little bit larger so that we can see the screen better. There we go. All right, let's play, folks. Question number 1. Which actor portrayed character Darren Stephens on Bewitched when the show concluded in 1972? Our choices are Dick York, Dick White, and Dick Sargent. So I'm going to give everybody about 10 to 15 seconds to just kind of in your head figure out what the answer is. I don't know if you want to write it down or if you want to just kind of keep in your head. But then I'm going to ask you to put your score in here in just a minute. Give me a thumbs up or whatever you want to do if you got it right. So I'm pretty sure that the correct answer there is Dick Sargent. Bullseye, it says. Richard Stanford Cox, known professionally as Dick Sargent, was an American actor, notable as the second actor to portray Darren Stephens on the television series Bewitched. So hopefully folks got it right. I see a thumbs up from Cynthia. I see Tom put York in there. So first actor, Tom, not second actor, which was the question. So yeah, don't answer in the chat. If you do, you know what, what we can all do is also just not look at the chat too much until we get to the point where we're looking at scores. I see Emily Barnes in the house. Welcome. It's always great to have you with us as well, Emily. And Emily is 1 for 1. Emily Miller's 1 for 1. Tracy 1 for 1. Kate Baz 100. Brando, Freddie, MK Barton, Paul 03. Darn it, you got suckered in for the Dick York, who was, for the first many seasons of the show. I wanted to say 5. I might be wrong. But anyway, he had health issues and was ultimately replaced by Dick Sargent, who, by the way, was actually the first one that they offered the role of Darren to, and he passed because he had another series that he thought was more promising. That was a big mistake on his part. Okay, next question. What was the name of the car in the Dukes of Hazzard? Okay, here are your choices. General Lee, Corporal Jones, or Sergeant Smith? And while you all consider the question there, I'm going to take another sip of my Diet Coke. And I see a comment there from Robot B9 saying that he liked they liked the first Darren better. So did I. But I had nothing against Dick Sargent. I thought he did a good job. All right. And the answer to this question is the General Lee. Nice job. The General Lee is the name given to a 69 Dodge Charger driven by the Duke cousins, Bo and Luke, and then was also driven by Coy Vance in season 5. I've done a video on the fake Dukes. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a fun video. I'm a big fan of Coy and Vance. Not really as, like permanent replacements, but I had nothing against them and thought that the episodes that they were in were fun and would have loved to have seen a team up between Bo and Luke and Coy and Vance. I wish that was a missed opportunity. Okay. What was Mary Tyler Moore's name in her show, The Mary Tyler Moore Show? Your choices are Mary Tyler Moore, Rhoda Morgenstern, or Mary Richards. See a lot of folks out there being 2 for 2. Hate to have you go, Steve, but thanks for joining us. It was great to have you with us this evening. Okay. I'll give folks about 5 more seconds. I'm not looking in the chat. I don't want to see anybody's responses. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one as Mary Richards. Mary Richards was the main character in the sitcom The Mary Tyler Moore Show. On to question 4. Let's see. What character did Dennis Waterman play in the TV program The Sweeney? Oh, this isn't fair. This is a British program. Okay, I can't look, guys. I'm not looking at... I don't know the answer to this one, so it is going to be a guess when I do guess in about 10 seconds. I have 0 clues. I'm going to miss this one. I have a bad feeling. It's a British show. I don't think Jim's the right name. I think I'm going to go with Detective Sergeant George Carter. It's just a guess that George feels like a British name to me. Ha ha! The Sweeney is a 1970 British television drama focusing on 2 members of the Flying Squad. Never heard of it. Absolutely never heard of it. Dan, I totally agree. Not fair. We are Americans, but I did guess correctly. Hopefully most of you did. I love Alfred's suggestion that it was Sergeant Clouseau. Okay. Question number 5. What character in the 70s was often referred to as the lovable bigot? Well, if you're going to give a picture of it, that's no... Anyway, Arthur Fonzarelli, Lou Grant, or Archie Bunker. Okay. I'm going to pause here. Give everybody about 10 seconds to answer. And then we're 5 questions in. I want to see who out there is 5 of 5. Archie Bunker's the actor. That's the lovable bigot. All in the Family, of course, premiered in the early 70s. It was one of the first comedies on CBS, produced by Norman Lear, and, of course, was kind of one of those shows that really heralded the end of the old rural-type television shows like Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, and Mayberry RFD, which all ended their runs in the late 60s or early 70s. Otherwise known as the Rural Purge. All right, who's 5 for 5? I see. Let's see. Todd Fowler's 5 for 5. Charles Wiltshire, 4 of 5. Will McIntyre, 4 of 5. Mark Burchett, 5 of 5. Nicely done. Matthew Sweeney, 5 of 5. James Brando, 4 of 5. Paul Rotter, 5 of 5. Good work. Tyrell, 5 of 5. Gary Wood says it's too easy. That one question wasn't easy, the British one. Let's see. 03, 2 of 5. Keep trucking. We've got 15 more questions. You can come back. Tom's 3 of 5. Teresa T's 4 of 5. All right. Anyone else 5 of 5? Alfred Oduwardi, 5 of 5. Anyone else before we keep moving on? Luana, not bad. 4 of 5. Probably got you on that British question. Let's hope there's no more British questions. That was tough. Okay. What was the name of the assistant to Charlie in Charlie's Angels and served as the face of the Townsend Detective Agency? Was it Jeff Beasley, John Bosley, or Jack Barsley? All right, I'll give everybody about 10 seconds to think of your answer. Well, I take a sip of that lovely Diet Coke. Still got some good bubbles in it. And the answer is Bosley. Let's keep moving so that we can finish this live stream with a little more conversation. Moving on to question 7. In what city was Happy Days set? Milwaukee, Minneapolis, or Chicago? In what city was Happy Days set in? Milwaukee, Minneapolis, or Chicago? About 5 seconds for everybody to get their answer locked in. Lock it in your head. Be ready, because here comes the correct answer. I believe is Milwaukee. Indeed. Talking about Happy Days revolving around Richie Cunningham and his family. And it's nice that they mentioned Richie's older brother, Chuck, who appeared only in seasons 1 and 2 and was never mentioned again. Okay, let's keep moving. Question number 8. What was the name of Frank Spencer's wife in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em? This is no fair again. This is a British. Why in the world are they asking us British questions? But I'm going to go with a very British answer, and I hope you all do as well. Let's see how we do here. So the show is called Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. And I am going to go, lock in your answers, folks, because I am going to go with Bessie. We'll find out if it is correct. It is not. It was Betty. Betty Spencer, the long-suffering wife of Frank Spencer, who was played by Michael Crawford from 73 to 78. Michael Crawford, Phantom of the Opera fame? Interesting. All right, let's keep moving. I missed that one. Okay, what actor famously played Keith Partridge of the Partridge Family? Who would it be? Brian Forster, David Cassidy, or Danny Bonaducci? Mama Pink, you can't give up. You can't give up. This one's an easier question. Okay. All right. I'm going to answer David Cassidy. That is the correct answer. And let's keep moving. Question 10. What was the name of the family the Fonz stayed with in the TV series The Happy Days? We already answered this question earlier on as we talked about Happy Days in another question. The Costello family, the Cunningham family, or the Callahan family? I'm giving everybody about 5 seconds to lock in their answer because we're going to keep moving. We are going to keep moving. And I want to see how folks are doing after we're halfway through this quiz. The Cunninghams was the correct answer. So where are you, folks? Where are you? How you doing? Out of 10 questions, McGanahan Sky Jelly Fetty is 8 of 10. Mark Burchett's 10 of 10. Tyrell's 8 of 9. What are you out of 10, though, Tyrell? Tracy Roth Myers is 9 of 10. Dave Neesner's 9 of 10. Cynthia Abbott's 9 of 10. Mama Pink, 6. Did I see 6 before the thing went away on me there? I think it was 6. Let me scroll back. Yep, 6 of 10. Al Oriarty, 9 of 10. Raja, 1938, 9 of 10. Kevin Davis, 7 of 10. TJ, 921. Abel, 8 of 10. Nicely done, folks. Lots of people rocking it out of the park. Emily's 9 of 10. I expect a high score, Emily Barnes. That's just, I expect that of you. Let's see what else. We got anybody else that's 10 of 10? Who is 10 of 10? Scrolling through the names. It's hard. It is hard. Matt Sweeney, though. Matthew Sweeney is 10 of 10, and he chalks it up to good guessing. Dolph Quick lost count. That's the problem. That's why you got to write things down. At least I do. I forget things. All right. Who is this famous 70s character? Leave that on there for just a second. I think a lot of folks think a lot of folks recognize that individual. Is it Alan Alda, Ron Howard, or John Ritter? Give everybody about 5 seconds before we move on. Alan Alda, Ron Howard, or John Ritter? Who is this chap? Right next to the lovely Suzanne Summers, also known as Chrissy Snow. Okay, John Ritter is the correct answer. Moving on. There's a nice little bio here on John Ritter. We won't read it today. What was the name? Oh no, another British question. What was the name of the character played by Warren Mitchell until death do us part? So this picture helps me in no way. I recognize nothing. The answers are, well, we know that his first name is going to be Alf, because they're all Alf. Alf Emerald, Alf Garnet, or Alf Diamond. I'm going to go Emerald and Garnet. Don't sound like actual last names. Diamond does. So I'm going to go with that. And I would be wrong. The correct answer is Alf Garnet. In the British sitcom Till Death Do Us Part and the spin-off Till Death and in Sickness and in Health. So I'm down 2 now. Michael Landon was the lead actor in what TV adaptation of a best-selling book series? Here's a picture to make this question super easy for all of us. Was it Gunsmoke, MASH, or Little House on the Prairie? By the way, what question is this? This is question 13. Okay. And the correct answer, hopefully folks have it locked in, is Little House on the Prairie. Moving on to question 14. What does CHIP stand for in the American TV drama? Your choices are Colorado Highway Patrol, Central Highway Patrol, or California Highway Patrol. Here's a nice picture again of John and Ponch doing their job, smiling for the cameras. Here are your choices: Colorado Highway Patrol, Central Highway Patrol, or California Highway Patrol. I'm going to answer California Highway Patrol and got it correct. Hopefully you did as well. Question number 15. It's a Sunshine Day is a song related to what famous 70s TV show? These pictures just give it away. Anyway, The Partridge Family, Happy Days, or The Brady Bunch. Make your choice. Lock it in. Lock in your answer. Is it The Partridge Family, Happy Days, or The Brady Bunch? I'm going to go with The Brady Bunch. I'm going to get that correct. It appeared on an episode entitled. Entitled is actually the wrong way to say that. Entitled is when you're deserving of something. The correct way to say that, this is the English minor in me coming out, is just titled Amateur Night. I'll stop because that's annoying. Okay. We're at 15. I want to know how folks are doing after 15. So let me scroll back up. I want to see the scores here. Mark Burchett is still 15 of 15. That's amazing. Good job. Who else? Emily's 14 of 15. That's amazing too, Emily. Tyrell's 13 of 14. These are some great scores. John Collins is 12 of 14. TJ 921. Abel 12 of 14. Graham Stee Lyon rocking the house. Along with Mark Burchett is at 15 of 15. That's great. Nice work. Let's see. Tracy Rothmeyers, a very respectable 14 out of 15, as is David Neesner. Freddie LQ 67, 12 of 15. Let's see what else we got. Todd Fowler's 13. Kevin's 12. Superplex is 13. Teresa's 13. Brando's 13. Mama Pink's 9 of 15. Thanks for sticking in here, Mama Pink. I know you can. You're doing well. You're on the comeback trail. Alo Diardi says inspiration for. Oh wow! You're answering the question already. Stop it! Don't answer the question. Kevin Davis says is 12 of 15. I need to. Michael Way's a little bit late, so he's 9 out of 10, but that's darn decent. Luana has lost track. I know that's the problem with doing these without keeping track on screen, like I'm able to do for my score. James Mitchell's 14 of 15. Good work. Chris Kraft's 10 of 15. So let's see what we got here. What was the name of the father in the series Steptoe and Son? So this is, according to the chat here, is the inspiration for Sanford and Son. It's another British show. You know, it's the problem with not previewing these questions because I wanted to play along with you. But I'm stuck here with 3 answers that I have no clue about, and I'm likely to miss this as well. But we've got Alfred O'Duarty playing with us tonight. And so in honor of Alfred, and I'm a big fan of Alfred from, of course, the Batman TV series, I'm going to go with Alfred Steptoe. And I would be incorrect. It was Albert Steptoe, a dirty old man in an old rag and bone, man set in his grimy and grasping ways. Okay. Well, let's keep moving. Let's hope that was the last of the British questions. What actor portrayed the Hulk in 1978? Who was the actor that portrayed this Green Goliath? Was it Ken Waller, Lou Ferrigno, or Alan Alda? All right. Ken Waller, Lou Ferrigno, or Alan Alda? Could never have been Alan Alda. Truthfully, I don't remember who Ken Waller is. The correct answer, hopefully you've locked in your answer, is Lou Ferrigno. Now, there was another actor who was at least auditioned for the role, and that's Ted Cassidy, also known as Lurch from the Addams Family, who would go on to be the narrator in the beginning, in the title sequence of The Incredible Hulk. Okay, next question. Who acted as Colonel Steve Austin in The $6 Million Man? Your choices are Lee Majors, Martin Brooks, or Richard Anderson. Lee Majors, Martin Brooks, or Richard Anderson are your choices. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to lock in your answer. And Lee Majors is the correct answer. Probably too easy, yes. And question 19 of 20. During what war was the story in MASH taking place? Interesting question. Korean or Vietnam War, Korean War, or World War II? So, which one? The Vietnam War, Korean War, or World War II? Giving everybody about 10 more seconds to answer this question. And the correct answer is the Korean War, which ran for 3 years, right? Roughly 3 years. And of course, MASH ran for 11 seasons. So there you go. Last question. Who owned the iconic car from Starsky and Hutch? Oh, no. I'm not sure I know the answer to this question. Was it Kenneth Hutchinson, David Starsky, or did the police own it? I have my, I think I know, but I'm going to let everybody kind of lock in their answer. This is the final question, and then we'll see how everybody did. Let me take a look at this car again. See if I can get some inspiration. Feels to me like it's Hutch's car. Oh, it was Starsky's car. All right. Let's see my results. Are you kidding me? Just show me my results. I got 16 out of 20. It says I completely mastered 70s of TV trivia. I don't know about that. But let me see how you guys did. Teresa T kicked my butt, 17 of 20, as did Tracy Roth-Myers, 19 of 20. Let's see. Who else? Will McIntyre, again, kicked my butt, be 18 of 20. Lamont, we're kindred spirits, my friend. As I am with TJ921 Abel, who had 16. It's Todd Fowler, 17 of 20. Brando, you're right there with me at 16 of 20. Tyrell, 18 of 19. Did you miss one of that or just not answer a question? Let's see. What else do we got? Lots of, let's see. Kevin Davis, 16 of 20. Mama Pink, look at that. You got into double digits. Good work. Do not feel bad about that. Those British questions were tough anyway. Freddie LQ67, 14 of 20. Zuperplex, 16 of 20. MK Barton, 17 of 20. Let's see. 03, 16 of 20. John Collins, 16 of 20. Danny Staten got them all. He's gold. Paul, I can't tell what you got there with that, but I'm sure you did well. Luana got 17 of 20. Brando tied with me, correct. Mark Burchett got 20 of 20. Congratulations. You and Danny are at the top so far. Let's see. Gramps got many, many thumbs. Yeah, McGanahan, Sky Jelly Fetty said the Partridge Family did it to him or her or them. Michael Way got 13 of 15. John Collins said he missed all the British questions and the Brady Bunch question, the Sunshine Day question. Sorry to get that high whiny voice going, but I thought everybody might get that one. But that's me. I was raised on the Brady Bunch. Raja 1938 got 17 of 20, as did Gary Wood. Georgia, good to have you here, even if you came in late and you got 3 of them. Good job. Kenneth Wilkinson, 15 to 20. Tom missed all the British stuff, and I got that one right at first, but then I shamefully missed the Starsky and Hutch question at the end. I should pay more attention to who's driving. Let's see. Tyrell, 19 of 20. Good job. Dolph Quick, 16 of 20, he thinks. James Mitchell, 17 of 20. Yeah, congrats to everybody that did well. Graham Steve Lyon got 20 of 20. Lots of fun, everyone. So here we are. 2 minutes to the top of the hour. I want to thank everybody for participating tonight. It's been great. I've had great turnout. I saw up to 70 people participating in the chat and the live stream today, and I really appreciate the participation. It's a lot of fun. I like doing this. I will continue to do this about once a month. And I had got some great ideas from many of you regarding future videos, and got confirmation that Ernie Anderson is someone that's definitely worthy of recognition. Emily, it's great I can't hear your voice, but when I read your comments in the chat, I can hear it in my head. So great to have you here, and I hope all is well with your family. Had a lot of fun playing Name That Tune with your dad last week. James Mitchell just threw a super chat at me for $5. God bless you, my friend. I'll use that to go buy me a 44-ounce soda to wet the whistle after we're done here with this. So truly appreciated. Very kind of you. I always want folks to know that I appreciate that. Exactly. More Diet Coke. So thank you, James Mitchell. Thanks to everyone for participating tonight. So much fun. I'll be back in February to do this again. I will also be dropping another Name That Tune that you can play along with. It won't be a live thing. It'll be like the one that I did last week, where we will answer the second half of those Name That Tune melodies and see how we do there. And I hope to read in the comments how each one of you have done. What, Emily? Your birthday was Monday? You're 53 now? You're still young. You are still young. Happy belated birthday to you, Emily Miller. I truly value and appreciate your comments and your participation on the channel. And I got to say, that holds true for every single one of you. I hope you all, we talked about resolutions up front. I hope you all make a resolution, at least one. You know what? Let me go back on camera. Here I am talking while we were staring at this Quizly.co screen. Anyway, I hope you all make a resolution to stay safe, be healthy, and to be kind to each other. That's a critical thing these days. So happy birthday to Emily, and to everyone else, I just hope you have a great night. Thank you for being such a great YouTube community. Take care.